Hi guys, so I thought I would make a video just showing you how I color my hair. I am not a hairstylist. First and foremost, please let me get that out of the way. I didn't go to no school for hair or anything like that. All I know is I've been coloring my hair for about 10 years. Since I started my dreads, I kind of felt like that was the only thing I could do to really make my dress different. Granted, we've come a long way. There's so many different styles and everything that we're doing now. Color was how I basically expressed myself. So, this is just a video going over what works for me. I don't show the before process, I don't show the after process. This is literally just me coloring my hair. Now, right now, what I'm doing, I am going to be coloring my hair in 2 sessions. Typically, I only do one, but what I am going to do is I need to lighten my hair first because one of the colors I'm using it's like a ginger and it's like really, really light. So, because I have so much new growth, I'm going to have to bleach my roots, lighten my hair up a little bit, and I still have a lot of red in my hair from the last time I colored my hair. Well, the last time I got my hair colored, I actually got it professionally colored about a year ago. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I had like red with a blonde skunk patch. So right now, what I'm going for, it's going to be like a ginger, pretty much going into like a, I forgot what the word was for what the color was, but it's like a deep brown, almost a copper, like from a ginger to a copper. So I've just mixed up the products I showed you on the screen. I mixed up my bleach and I mixed up my developer. I always use 40 developer just because I feel like you have to with dreads, with my type of dreads. Now, if you have those curly dreads, um, then you could probably get away with a lighter color. But my hair is like really thick, old school dreads. Like my hair isn't like the curly dreads at all. So I just mixed the developer with the bleach. I decided to sit down because this is a pretty long process. Um, so right now I am just adding the bleach to my hair, getting comfortable. I have a three-fold mirror in my makeup room. I put it when I care about how my hair looks. I put it on the counter so that I can basically see the back of my head because I'm always coloring my hair by myself. I never ask for help. I just pop out with a new color. Like, what's up? So I'm just adding the color over my head. I will say I take very good care of my hair. Anytime I color my hair, I use like a lot of oil. So I use Kimi oil, and I also use Dew Grow sometimes. They're old school oils, like old school. This is stuff that like my mom used to use on my hair when I was a kid, and I never stopped using it because it works for me. I've never lost my hair, even when I was pregnant. Thank God I didn't lose any hair. My hair isn't thinning out or anything like that. So I just keep using what works for me. So I use those two oils. Anytime I wash my hair, I use those oils. And I also use Blue Magic hair grease. So I don't use the blue color. They have like a beige one that has like spots in it. It's like a coconut. It has like a bunch of different natural stuff in it. So it has like coconut, um, and a few other things in it. And I'll link it in the description for you guys below. Like everything that I use on my hair just for like the maintenance part of it. But yeah, I'm just adding this to my hair and I'll just keep going until I'm done. Okay, so I noticed in the beginning I never actually showed you guys like the texture when I mix my bleach with my developer. I like it very thick. It's supposed to be a lot more liquidy than it is in the video, like I just showed you. So I like mine to be very thick because I feel like, obviously it's more bleach, so it colors my hair faster. And also, when you're coloring your hair by yourself, it's a lot harder to control like where everything is going if you're putting it behind you. So I feel like I can control it better when it's thick like this. Now, this is probably not the way to do it. Like I said, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not licensed in nothing. So, this is all just what I've done in my experience that works for me. And luckily, my hair just hasn't fallen out yet. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. Okay. And so I did also obviously sped this process up. Realistically, this first part of bleaching my hair probably took like 30 minutes or so. It's a rough estimate. Like, it took me a while to take my rings off and like prepare. And I got distracted, so I stopped like twice. So it took me about 30 minutes, I would say. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. Every day, every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I got you by my side, tell me I want you running all around. Yeah, we all know making love the night. So let's just. Okay, so I left the bleach in my hair for about 30 minutes. You can really just eyeball your hair to see once it reaches the lightness that you want it to reach, and then kind of rinse it off. I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave bleach in your hair for that long. You have to read the instructions on the bleach that you're using. But I did leave it in my hair for about 30 minutes, and that was me washing it out. So now I am on the second part where I'm adding the actual color to my hair that I want. Like I said before, typically it's a one-step process for me. I bleach my hair a lot because I love having blonde dreads. So this was the first time in a long time that my hair has been like black at the roots like this. So I had to, obviously lighten it up. I go lightest color to dark. So I'm going to start with the ginger. These dyes from Adore, you don't have to add anything to them. Like, you don't have to put developer in them or anything like that. They are semi-permanent. They last for a good while, I would say. I prefer permanent dye, but it was really hard to find the colors that I wanted in permanent dye by brands that I would want to use. So it just seems like nobody makes that many permanent dye colors anymore. Like abnormal colors, really. Like, it's always the typical stuff. So this is what I ended up going with. I still love the way it came out. It looks very brassy or like yellow on camera. It looks better later on. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you. This is just going to be me applying the roots first, and then we'll move on to the rest of the hair. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. Every day, every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I got you by my side, tell me I want you running all around. Yeah, we so remember I told you guys before, I do have a skunk patch in my hair. This was me remembering about the skunk patch. I wanted to keep it separate from the rest of my hair. I just really like it, so I just wanted to keep it there in case I wanted to lighten it later. So I'm just separating it with a rubber band. As you can see, I already put the ginger on the root, but I didn't want the copper on the ends. I wanted to keep that part of my light hair. It'll make a big difference, you'll see in the end. You'll also notice, I don't know if you saw it before, but I did switch shirts. So when I color my hair, I wear the shirt that corresponds to whatever color I'm doing my hair, just in case something happens to it. When I was bleaching my hair, I wore a white shirt because it's bleach, Now that I'm going to be doing like the orange and the copper, I'm wearing a black shirt. And excuse my little sing break. If I was coloring my hair red, I would wear a red shirt. I just feel like it's easier to keep dye off of my clothes that way. And this is obviously my hair coloring towel. I don't know if you color your hair, you know all about this towel. This is the towel that you use so you don't mess up your good towels. This is the hair coloring towel, okay? But yeah, so what I'm doing now, I am splitting my hair in half. I find out that it's easier to color the back of my hair when I split it in half. Obviously I can't see it. So this is how I make sure that I get the back of my hair as well. So I split it in half, and then I'm just going to start basically like painting the darker color on the bottom. And this is just, I'm going to be putting it on until I get it all on there. And then there's going to be like one other thing that I do. If I could slow down the clock, when I'm with you, I just feel so good. Every day, every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me how you ready for the ride. Yeah, we all know, making this the night. So let's just take our time. Hey! Okay, so this is the one other thing that I do. When I want to make sure that my hair takes in the color at the ends, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was painting it on, I missed a lot of the ends because my hair is different lengths. So what I do is I leave some of the color in the container that it's in, and I dip my hair inside of it to make sure that I'm like really saturating my ends. Now, if I was bleaching my hair, I probably wouldn't do this because I wouldn't want, the bleach to get that deep saturation in my roots. That's usually how you end up losing a lot of your ends. But since this is just like a semi-permanent color, this is something that I would definitely do. So I just dip the tips of it in, as you can see, making sure that I'm getting all the ends of my hair, making sure that I get the back of my hair, and making sure that the color kind of like, just reaches all of those parts. I will say one thing I forgot to mention before. When I make the mix for Bleach and Developer, something I picked up from another YouTuber, I can't remember who it was, but I started doing this about a year ago. I will put like 2 squirts of hair conditioner into the mix. She was doing it to basically like thin out the mix a little bit so that she could stretch, what she had further. But in my mind, I feel like it makes sense to do it because it's conditioner. So maybe, Okay, so now that we have gotten the second color on my hair, I'm just going to clean up a little bit. I'm one of those people, I like to clean up as I go. Even when I do my makeup, like I put stuff away as I'm doing it just because I feel like it's less of a hassle to clean up at the end, unless I'm rushing. But other than that, I definitely like to clean everything up as I go. So now I am showing you guys, put heat on your hair. I use my blow dryer. It's 15 minutes. Just cut it on. You don't have to put it on high. You can put it on warm and then just like put that on your hair for 15 minutes. Honestly, truthfully, I got pretty lazy. So after 10 minutes, I was like, okay, that's good enough. You know, it should be 15 minutes though. I just need to buy one of those um, caps that you can attach to your hair dryer so that it'll make my life easier. Now, I went ahead and I have rinsed the color out of my hair after those 15 minutes. This is a skunk patch that you guys can see, and now this is me showing you the rest of my hair. So this is pretty much what my hair looks like with the new color story that I did. Um, I don't like the way that it looks right now on the camera, but I did attach some videos at the end so you guys can see how it looks like in real life, in the sun, outside, you know, in indirect sunlight. Yeah, see, so right here it's indirect sunlight. This is exactly what I wanted. You can see the skunk patch at the front, obviously. I still have like a tinge of red in my hair, but I'm okay with that. It kind of blends the ginger and the copper a lot better. So this is indirect sunlight, and then this was in direct sunlight. I did this video with my phone also. But you can pretty much see, you know, I like the color. I really like the color. I got called, you know, pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie. And I like it. It's fall